Hey guys, so this week I thought I would take you through the process of setting up some spreads for a visual journal. And what a visual journal is, based off of how I was taught, is it's a journal that you can use to document your experiences with different styles of art or different mediums or different artists as you go through and learn more about art in a more, I guess, how do I describe this? Fundamental way. A visual journal can be used to compare and contrast different styles of art. It can be used to test out new mediums of art that you're trying to work with. And in the case of what I'm showing you, it can be used to analyze an artist and their unique style of work. The information that you gather based on your analysis can be used for you to grow your own art style. And basically what I'm going to be showing you in this time lapse is kind of what I do and how I go about making the spreads. So what I start out doing is I want to have the background be colorful, and I want it to look kind of nice and, you know, have it be fun, not just a white sheet of paper that I stick some pieces of paper to. And so what I do is I first go through and I tape down areas that I want to that I want to remain white space, and then I take my watercolors and my watercolor brushes and I just paint whatever color I decide to go on that page, and I just, without really too much care for precision or detail or a flat wash, I just go through and I paint the surfaces that are not covered by tape, and I just fill them completely in. Now that I've got my painted sections all done, I remove the tape from the page and go through a really big pile of works and paintings that I've chosen from the specific artist that I'm working with, and I basically just choose maybe 2 or 3 paintings to place down on the page that I will analyze a little bit later in the video, and I just place them down in a way that I think looks pleasing to the eye and will also allow me to properly write down whatever information I decide to basically write down about these paintings. And I do apologize for my journal slipping below the camera line. I can't the camera was positioned in a way that I couldn't exactly check it as frequently as I could with other videos, so there are going to be times where it slips a little bit lower than the line of the camera. And basically when I'm working with spreads, I usually have a 2-page spread, and it'll be the same color, so you'll see I used the same color blue on both pages, but the paint design that I used will be different for each one, so that despite being part of a spread, each page is uniquely different from the other one. And usually the paintings that go on the 2-page spread will they'll generally fall into like the same category, but I want to make each page look different, so even though the paintings might look similar, I want them to be different. And then I basically just go through and continue this process until I have all of my pages painted, designed, and laid out with the pictures, and then we get into what I consider to be the fun part. now that all of my pages are laid out with the pictures and the backgrounds, I can go through and actually begin analyzing the pieces that I've set out. And just basically what I do is I'll generally have a couple of bullet points dedicated to some similar aspects that make the pieces alike and what kind of, you know, brings them together and makes them, you know, cohesive enough to be in, you know, a spread together. And then after I'm done looking at what makes them similar, I go through and I basically just outline a couple of key points that either make them unique pieces or I find that are the most, I guess, the aspects that stand out the most within each piece. And this could be anything from how the way a tree is outlined and colored, or how the light reflects off of a car, or, you know, just anything that makes the piece unique. And I basically just continue doing that until I have outlined and analyzed all of the pieces. And I try to make the notes look as interesting as I possibly can, as even though I'm going to be using these spreads for you know, my own benefit to grow as an artist and possibly use in future pieces, I still kind of want to also use these spreads to help me kind of be more creative as an artist. And so if I make kind of the boring notes that I take on different artists and art pieces into fun and creative little spreads, then I feel like that'll help me be more creative overall. So my camera died before it could record the rest of the pages, but I wanted to give you a quick flip through of the final product. These are all of the pages that I laid out, outlined, and analyzed, and I'm really very proud of them, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I come out with new videos every single week. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye!